Testing 1, 2, 3. 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 Testing 1, 2, and 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 3. Like I said, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tony House Live Talk Show Testify. This is a special broadcast that I'm doing today in light of what's going on across this country with the craziness that's going on in different parts of the country, the state capital, nation capital, that is. The reason that I didn't come on, first of all, I'd like to say hello to everyone, and if you're tuning in, go over to my comment section, make sure I get somebody. How you doing there, Miss Karen Lomax? You doing all right? But anyway, first of all, I want to say that the reason that I was late coming on the other day, as well as today, I was on the phone today speaking with the Attorney General's office, Arkansas Attorney General, and I was trying to get some information about our state Attorney General. Mrs. Leslie Rooflet, I think that's her last name, uh, trying to find out if she was in attendance um, over in Washington D.C. This past week. As a matter of fact, we're trying to get that information. Unfortunately, there's another. We didn't get that information, but there's another attorney down on the northwest end of the state that also wants to find out exactly what went on um, with our Attorney General, if in fact she did make that trip to Washington, D.C. So that's what I was doing today. Unfortunately, they can't find any records, for his financial travel expense or what have you uh, for the Attorney General. But anyway, we still going to be looking into that, but that's what I got today. That's why I was late coming on. I've been on the phone. But I just want to come on. I wasn't scheduled to come on this week, but in light of what's going on, I think it's very important that we have some type of dialogue about this racism that's going on in this country, along with the election. What really made me come on, got some information that there was a uh, school teachers over in the Jonesboro area. I don't know if Valley View, within the same school district as Jonesboro. I know I had mentioned Jonesboro, but so if that's not the case, I stand correct. Valley View. It's been reported that two teachers attended um, the rally, mob, domestic terrorist demonstration, if you want to proceed that way. At least I do. But anyway, I want to show you two videos, and then we're going to come back on this side, and we're going to begin to have some discussion, first of all, as to what happened with, how you doing, Mrs. Amanda Hanley, and exactly what happened um, with school teachers as to what prompted them to go. I mean, we don't know what prompted them to go, but let me play this video for you, and then, like I said, we're going to come back on this side, and we're going to see if we can have some discussions on it, okay? So let's find that video right now, somewhere in here. Let me find it. Man, seen barrel, that's not it. Well, first of all, let me see. Police chief, that's the capital. Um, Let me go over here and see if I can find it. I just had it. Oops, that's not it. I'm clicking on something I don't need to be clicking on. But let me go in here and find this this video right now. I think this is it right here. Okay, let me go up here now. You all can't hear that, so what I'm gonna have to do is go up here and click on it to see if I can get the sound to come in. All right, so just give me a minute. But this is the video that I'm showing you all of the two school teachers that went over to Jonesboro. Let me find it. Okay. Scene, Marshall, so capture, Richard, plus, okay. Now, let me go back over here. Y'all just bear with me. I really want to play this video. Just give me 1 minute, because that really want to set things up for us in terms of explaining what was going on with these school teachers. Okay.
Well, I'm excited to hear this.
But anyway,
It's you, unified and resistant to the New World Order.
okay.
We have only begun to resist the globalists. We have only begun our fight against their terror tyranny. They have tried to steal this election in front of everyone. And I told them 20 years ago, I tell them again, I don't know how this is going to end, but if they want to fight, they better believe they've got one. The communists.
They call this this is Tammy Goodrich.
Souls. They have
I came back on because Alex Jones came on.
Came back on because Donald
runs
Trump
the death camps and says it's okay because we're liberal. The very leftist media dividing Americans according to race and religion and sexual preference is the very same globalist groups that run the genetic engineering labs and the concentration camps in communist China.
Mob, right? At the Valley View
Hitler was a monster. Stalin was a monster. But what Mao Zedong and Xi Jinping did,
Hey, Michael Wood, this is for your kids too that I'm here.
She said she's there for her kids.
Every crime they commit
She called some guy's
a
name.
Muslim, a Christian, a Buddhist, an agnostic, a Chinese, an African, a North American, it doesn't matter.
This guy named is
in the eyes of God.
Jones.
And just as authoritarians throughout history has bet on the Bolsheviks, and bet on the Nazis, and bet on every other form of tyranny, their bet will fail. Because there is a God.
Okay, we're not going to entertain too much.
And there is a God that inspired our republic. And there is a God in the control of the affairs of humans. And that God will see us through if we are loyal. But make no mistake. Make no mistake. I'm like being completely honest with you here. Things are going to be rough. Things are going to get bad in the future. We've already allowed the murder of 60 million babies in this country. We've got so many other evil things. So we're deep down in that water. We're hundreds of feet deep.
Exactly. What was that? Was the rally that they attended. And if you want to call it, let me go back. If you want to call it something that was worthwhile for them to attend, again, I'll let you be the judge on that. But of course, they called Obama slave of Satan. Did you hear that?
They want to dump you, Cal.
So
they want to hurt your children because they're fallen and because misery loves company. We renounce Satan.
okay, that's enough of him. But you get my, you get my understanding in terms of what I'm talking about here. That's the garbage that the two teachers traveled to Washington, D.C., and that's what they went to be part of. Now, before we move to the next subject, I just want you all to know that we really do need to have a short discussion on this. The two teachers who traveled over to Jonesboro, Arkansas. As I indicated, those were two Valley View school teachers who attended the deadly mob riot over in Washington, D.C. Okay. Now you heard one of the teachers come on Facebook. She was Facebook Live. She called someone name out, indicating that she was there. I imagine for her kids, and this is for your kids, whatever that means. So this is the type of rhetoric talk that we have to put up with going throughout, our various destinations that it be here within the city of Blytheville, that is traveling over in the Jonesboro area to where they do have, I think they call themselves the Arkansas Patriots. Then again, the Proud Boys may be in that area as well, as you have seen in the news. Those are two I call terrorist groups that like to, get out there and talk that garbage in terms of, it's just pure white supremacy. Let me just leave it at that. But anyway, I wanted to show you about the school teachers. So before I move to this next topic, I'm going to be moving fast, y'all, because I got something that I got to take care of. It shouldn't take us a whole lot of time for you to give me your thoughts on what do you believe that need to happen to this Valley View, these school teachers. Mind you now, we're in a pandemic. The superintendent, I don't know if it's the same superintendent. We had another incident back here months ago to where it involves a school teacher. I don't know if that was another school within the Jonesboro area, but this superintendent had indicated there's some concern with parents having their children around the school teacher, considering her refusal. Well, I'm not going to say her refusal, but the question was, would she quarantine before she'd be allowed, I guess, to come back around the faculty, the children, the students, that is. From what I read, the superintendent, in so many words, he don't see no need to. Now, mind you, we're in a pandemic. This is a lady that was in Washington, D.C., where they had thousands of people there at that rally, at least 2,000, I know, if not more. And many didn't have masks on, large gathering, and it just would make common sense that the superintendent required those teachers that if they do come back within the school system, the reason I say if, because they should be fired, they should be terminated. There was a gentleman by the name of, let me see, I don't know if you can see this here, but let me go and try to find it. There's a gentleman who's a West Virginia legislator, as a matter of fact. He just got sworn in, and as a matter of fact, he was somewhat forced to resign. He did resign, and I think he was arrested. He was over there filming the events, that he attended, and so, but he was arrested. Okay, and so hopefully this will serve as a message, or shall I say, a caution or warning, if you will, that if you are a state legislator, national legislator, city, county legislator, then you need to separate your politics from your public servant occupation in terms of your job, your place of employment. We can't have officials who supposedly represent all people somehow takes it upon him or herself to see someone that don't look like them. There should be a certain set of rules, and that shouldn't be the case with our public servant. Look like I got a comment over here. You all now, like I say, I need some questions. What do you all, that's the first question. You all came on my page today and you indicated that any official, that they be state, that they be city, county, or state, or on the national level, you indicated these people should come out and publicly inform us whether or not they attended that domestic terrorist riot, what I call it, mob riot. We need to hear from them. And so if you all live in the Jonesboro area, or you got family that live in the Jonesboro area, they got children that attend the Valley View School District, what's your thoughts? Talk to me. We're going to give it about, I'm using my clock here, we're going to give it about maybe 1 minute to see if I can get somebody to respond with a question on this topic. If I don't get any questions on this topic, we're gonna move along. This is your opportunity, and we'd like to hear from you. Okay. And while you all are probably formulating your questions, I want to go back up here and see if I can pull up this video about this West Virginia person that I was telling you about. We need to try to find him, and I want you all to actually pay close attention to his words as well. Okay, that's the police there. Captain Burnett. Okay, seeing barrel. That's close. That's right. Okay, that's it. Let's see if this is it right here. It may be it. At least we're gonna try. See it? No, that's not it. That's not it. Gotta go back. That's not it. But anyway, let me just get out of here because I got another video I do have to bring up and show you all. But any questions over here? Let me go back to the screen over here. Look like a minute done went by. I'm looking for some questions on this topic. Valley View school teachers who attended the deadly mob riot. What's your thoughts? My number, as you can see, scrolling down there, it should be my number down there somewhere. But the number is 870-740-1515. That's the number to my show, Testify. There it come across the screen there at the very bottom. 870-740-1515. So if you don't want to have to type a whole lot, I forgot to set my speaker system up for my phone, so I'm going to have to put it up here to the mic if you do call. All right? But anyway, let me see if I get any questions over here on this topic. You all need to come on now. Let's talk now. You know, we be in the community. You know, we talk amongst ourselves. You know, about the many issues that are taking place in our local communities throughout the county, statewide, as well as on a national scale. And so, but anyway, let me find one. Are they still employed? Okay. Now this is a question right here. Let me see. They do need to be teaching now. Okay. First of all, just comment. Mrs. Amanda, she said they do not need to be teaching our young people. I totally agree with you. We don't need that kind of teachers around our children. You know, they're supposed to serve as an example, and I don't think these are good role models for your children. That can have somewhat inner thoughts, inner feelings about getting some type of pleasure, joy, listening to someone spit out hate, you know. And so, no, you don't want those people, those kind of teachers around your children. Let me see. Look like Miss Amanda seems like she's the one that's coming on with it. It said, how are they still employed? I did speak with a lady that lived in the Jonesboro area, and from what I understand, they are still employed. Unless something that happened in the last 24 hours, those school teachers are yet employed. There were some on her page, of course, the school teacher. There were some, I don't know if they parents or they just citizens over in the Jonesboro area, but they did have some harsh words for these two teachers because they thought it was sort of sick for the teachers to sort of take some pleasure, you know, just being so excited, being in that area, you know, around those people who was there to do nothing but to cause trouble. And so they haven't been fired, no. Let me see if I can find something else. Okay, now there we go. Someone is taking action. You know, we all need to be contacting Valley View. It's especially the parents that live over in that area, Valley View, Jonesboro area. They the one got to lead this fight. Okay, of course we'll give them all the support they need, but they're going to have to be the one that lead this fight. All right. So of course, if they reach out to me, you or anyone else, and they serious about addressing this issue before the superintendent and the school board, then yes, we should support them. We should. All right. See if there's any other questions. Of course, Mrs. Williams making a statement. They need those school teachers fired. By all means, they need to be terminated. But I really want to hear what you all give me some suggestions. I mean, what should be done? I mean, the first question is, how do you feel about these teachers going on this trip, coming back, refuse to be quarantined, and last, should they continue in their employment? Those are some of the things that I will hope that we will be discussing right now. We're going to spend a minute, check my time here. I'm trying to stay on time. Look like we're going pretty good. I'm not going to do no more than 1 hour. I hope we can wrap this thing up in 45 minutes. All right? So let's see if we got another question over here. I'm going to pick some out. I may be jumping around. Of course, Miss Amanda's just coming on with you, y'all. Y'all better catch up. Yes, we need to know who's there. Exactly. We need to know that, especially anyone in an elected position. And there you go. You're talking my language, especially someone who have a desire to serve as a public servant. And we finding out that these are their inner thoughts, their feelings. Then yes, we need to weed those people out. Teaching our children and calling themselves a public servant for the people. We don't need that kind of service. Look like we got Mrs. I thought I saw Mrs. Patricia. Oh, here we go. And this is Mrs. Patricia McLaurin Woodson. I want you all to pay close attention to these questions, you know, and hopefully we'll have some answers. You know, we know everyone have an opinion in regards to what they think should happen in terms of whether it was wrong, the teacher should be fired. But what I want to hear from you is that, what do you propose? If you was a school board representative, if you were a parent, more importantly, what would you propose? Here go a question right here. I'm thinking this is a question. Why all them wasn't arrested? African Americans had been arrested just by being associated with people like that. Let us hit a police of the Capitol with a flagpole, we would have been shot. Yeah, we talked about that, and we're going to move into that subject also when we begin to start talking about the next segment. That will be a question that we will be, speaking about as that topic come up. But yes, I think we all know the answer. There will not be enough funeral homes in D.C. Had there been Black Lives Matter that conducted themselves the way that as this group did. Okay. Of course, that's what we just talked about. Let someone at Black Lives Matter rally literally beat a police officer to death. You see what happened. How they've been shot on the spot. We all know that. Okay. Let me see. They're supposed to have scandals if they were there. Okay. This is, again, we're getting comments. We're getting plenty of comments here. They're supposed to have scandals if they were there. They need to be fired. The reason, I'm opening up my call line here, and the reason that I want questions I don't mind going back and reading your comments as to what you personally think that should happen or need to happen. But I need to hear from you in terms of, what should be the punishment, if any? Do you think there should be punishment? If so, I need for you to talk to me. Whether it's some type of action plan, a petition, what do you propose? Should these teachers continue to work in the public school system? Notice I said public school system. I know this was Valley View, but I don't think these teachers should work in any school district, if you ask me. Okay? Now, if I don't see any more questions, I'm going to go up and scroll one more time. And if I don't see any more questions, we're going to close out on this topic. Okay? All right. Is that a question? No, it's just Mrs. Wilson saying, right. Okay. Now, we're going to be going, we got 3, you got 2 other topics that we're going to be talking about. Okay, and that's the same thing, it's pretty much a statement by Mrs. Rump, you pretty much, you all can read that, how can you teach about peaceful marches and rallies, and you participate in a mob rally, exactly, it's just, just shameful, let's just call it for what it is. Okay, now we're going to be moving, okay, and this, now see, here go a proposal. Their license should be approved. Okay, teacher's license. If there's any type of group that come together and trying to put together some type of proposal, as I indicated, it's not only Valley View students should not be, taught by the likes of teachers like this, but these teachers shouldn't teach anywhere. Okay, that's my opinion. They shouldn't teach anywhere. All right. So we're going to move right along here, and we're going to try to cover this next topic here because, like I say, I don't want to spend a lot of time. We may come back to this topic about school, but that's only if you all participate. Okay, I need you to participate. All right. So let me go up here first of all, and there's another issue that I really want to talk about. Okay, now we government officials and Democratic voters are targeted. When I say Democratic voters, I had heard initially, and this all come from the results of the Georgia election. As you all know, that that's a large black voter electorate. Actually, is what not only gave Biden, his push over the hill in terms of becoming the nominee for his candidate for the Democratic Party. But we brought him home. This is what we did with the 2 senators that was running. The black vote turned out strong. And I know some people that live in Georgia, and I got some friends, I got a brother, sister-in-law that live in Georgia, and got a friend who live in Georgia, classmate, and it's not nice in Georgia. They actually is blaming black folks for the loss of those 2 Senate seats. So they're targeting government officials and also people that look like you and I, as well as white folks, because black folks didn't help win. Didn't win this election all by themselves. I like to call us the swing vote. You're always going to have, whites splitting the vote. And so what get the other candidate over the hump? You have that other groups of demographics, that it be Black Americans, there'd be the Hispanic community, Asian and so forth. And then you break it down to where you get the gays and what they call gays and lesbian demographics, class, if you will. And you also get the churches, the clergy. That's a group, a subgroup, to where you get votes from. And so when you add up, all these different types of classes and subgroups, that's how we win. The Republican Party refused to expand their base. They believe that they can win only with the white vote. They believe that's enough to get them over the hump. And so as long as they keep thinking like that, they're going to continue to lose races. Okay? So, but that's what that was all about. So forgive me if I had said that black people are targeted. We always have been targeted. We knew that. But as I began to start speaking with, like I say, friends and family members on the Georgia end, they actually was hot at Georgia. But this thing is spreading out throughout the country. No matter what city you go in, as I indicated, we get hate groups right in our back door. Proud Boys and Arkansas Patriots, they even got a group down on the northwest end of the state. Those are Proud Boys. Okay? And so be aware of these groups. Like I say, if your surroundings, I don't care if you're pumping gas, if you see any of these folks that somewhat mugging you, looking at you the wrong way, or what have you, you better take that serious, okay? And if you feel like you're really in imminent danger, please use your cell phone, get somewhere to where you feel you're safe. If it's daytime, if it's nighttime, please don't stop driving. As much as you can, be careful. Call someone, talk and drive, let them know your location. Please, you all, let's be very observant of our surroundings, okay? Look like we got some questions over here. I'm hoping it's on this topic here. Where we at? Okay. Let's see, where are we at? It said, hopefully, this election was a wake-up call. Hopefully, this election was a wake-up call. The white Republicans are not able to swing the vote anymore. Well, actually, as I indicated, they actually don't think they need to swing vote. They think that this country is overwhelmingly for its population. You take like the black population, we only about right at they say 13% of the population, between 13 and 15. I think the Hispanic, they have surpassed our numbers. I think they may be between 14 and 16% of the population. And so you can understand why the Republican Party believe that they have such a wide base, a deep base of voters. For us, we're just talking about race, white population. They actually think that they don't need to appeal to black voters or any other subgroup or race. And so as long as they continue to think like that, then yeah, they will continue to struggle trying to obtain the minority vote, which soon, as we see, somewhere between 2025 and 2030, this country slowly but surely, what used to be the minority will become the majority. And that's another thing we're going to talk about as to what so much scaring the hell out of folks, white folks, that is because when they say they see this nation changing, that's basically what they're talking about. Black and brown people are increasing in numbers. All right. Don't have any more questions on this government issue. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on it. We got one more topic and we're going to call it tonight, y'all. Look like we got about maybe 10 minutes. All right. All right. Let's go up here and try to find that last topic. All right. Where we at? Okay, this is what we were talking about how the officials and the law enforcement are biased. Now, I do want to play a video for you all. we had a case here in Blytheville, police abuse upon a young black male. I was so caught up in trying to advocate for that case, and what I didn't know was that there is a sheriff in a city called Marshall, Arkansas, who was caught checking into one of those social media sites. I think it's called Parler. He said some crazy stuff, threatening folks, Democrats, or what have you. But anyway, let me try to find that for you. Let me go up here and try to find that right now. I believe we can play that now. Just give me a minute here, and I'm gonna try to pull that up for you right now. Okay. Let me see. Let me pull this up first. Okay. Didn't get it up. Here we go. Okay, let's go to screen share. And I'm giving me a minute here, and I'm gonna put it up. Here we go, right here. I got it. Okay. Now we want to play this here for you all, as I indicated. This is sheriff who was caught tapping into one of those websites here. And but let's go ahead and run this here and let you see exactly what he's talking about. Okay. Okay. So let's try to run that now.
Has stepped down from his job after posting threatening messages to his social media. Thanks for staying up tonight with us for KARK4 News.
Hope you all can hear that.
Hillary Hunt has the night off. Lane Holland with the Marshall Police Department calling for the death of Democrats on a website called Parler. That's a platform that gives its users the ability to post their uncensored thoughts. Our Hunter Hoagland talked to folks in Marshall who say this may be something the city can never recover from.
The peaceful sounds of Marshall, Arkansas, drowned out by the
Hope you all can
hateful
hear
words of
that.
one.
It does color it for all of us.
As the department with 3 full-time officers works to protect a town of 1,300, the police chief, Lane Holland, sits behind a keyboard, attacking those with different opinions.
It just bothers me that our culture has come to that.
Peggy Adams, one of many in Marshall, disturbed after reading what the chief posted this week online, calling for the death of Democrats and suggesting people take no prisoners and leave no survivors. In another post, telling people if they see a Democrat in public to get in their face and throw water on them at restaurants.
Democrats are not going to want to come and live in Marshall or Searcy County because they might be afraid.
We tried getting a hold of Holland.
The number you have reached is not in service.
Even showing up to his house only to be told he wouldn't be back for a while.
Someone that should know better.
The man who appointed the chief years ago, Mayor Kevin Elliott, says he spoke with Holland about the post and Holland resigned. Mayor Elliott sent us a statement reading in part, the city of Marshall strongly condemns the actions of Mr. Holland in his post to social media.
He represents one person. He does not represent the entire city of Marshall.
With the city beginning their search for a new chief, Adams hopes whoever it is will be someone who has the mentality of justice for all.
It needs to be somebody that would be fair and honest and would protect everyone in the community.
Okay,
Mayor Elliott says they'll begin
that
discussing Holland's
was
replacement this Tuesday.
that was it. What went on with the police chief? I'm trying to get out of this thing right now. Just give me 1 minute here.
The Justice Department's
Give
investigation
me
of
1 minute.
FBI's actions against the Trump campaign in 2016 has evolved from an internal review into a criminal investigation.
Trying to find out
Wow,
where
that
is
is big news. With this new
Here you
designation,
go, right
U.S.
here.
Attorney
Let's turn
John
this off.
Serra, who is the
Okay, got rid of that. Now let's go back. Okay, I don't know if you all heard that, but that was a sheriff of Marshall, Arkansas, who was forced to resign on the keyboard in one of those social media sites to where they allow you to go ahead and post your uncensored thoughts, comments, or what have you. And that's exactly what he did on the clock. And there he is at the keyboard speaking of threats upon the Democratic Party you see a Democrat throw water in their face, he actually advocating violence. You know, this is what they do when they hear the leader of the country, Donald Trump, advocate violence, and it just trickle down. And so he did resign. And so it's a shame that we get law enforcement officers that think like that. Okay, and so, but that's where we're at. Law enforcement officials and also employees, I might ask, but they are at the point to where they carry the water for Donald Trump. It's hate, you name it. You know, the apples don't fall from the tree, as they say. So, any questions on our law enforcement officers? We're trying to weed them out here in Mississippi County to see what officers that share some of these thoughts. We need to really look closely at how they protect and serve in terms of the community. And so we got to get involved, you all. We're living in some dangerous times here, okay? Some very, very dangerous times. Okay, look like let's see if we got a question here on this particular topic. Who is this? That's Miss Jennifer Gay. How you doing, Miss Gay? They say, how are we supposed to trust the police when they are so blatantly advocating for the death of people in their community? Exactly as did the sheriff, not the sheriff, the police chief of Marshall, Arkansas. Mind you, this is the police chief. Okay? As they say, the fish, it stinks and rocks at the head. So if the fish stinks and rocks at the head, everything body-wise to the toe is just as rotten. Okay? You got a rotten police chief, you're going to have a few rotten police officers. Okay? We got a rotten president of the United States of America. We got a rotten Republican Party members, that is, not all of them, maybe just a few who might want to do right. But for the most part, the Republican Party, they carry the water for Donald Trump. Okay? And so that's what happened, you know, when you part any part of the fish, tail or whatever, any part of the fish, if it stinks and rocks at the head, that means everything body-wise to the toe is just as rotten. And so I agree with you wholeheartedly on that. Got another question, Ms. Gay again. He is literally advocating to harm people. Doesn't that go against their oath? It is. As a matter of fact, they did, for those of you who haven't been watching, they did start the impeachment proceedings today. I hadn't really checked in to see where they at on it. But the Republican Party are finally smelling the coffee. Not so much right and wrong in regards to the killing of people, the beating of people, what is it, locking up kids in cages, advocating police officers when you lock them up or you're arresting them, don't be so nice. You know, I mean, I can just go on and on and on. This is the type of man that they serve. Okay, well, today I think you all heard, as a matter of fact, it started yesterday, where Twitter, Facebook, as well as some of the other media sites, and maybe one or two others, they have suspended Donald Trump account. I think it might have been one or two who stated indefinitely, but I think they all went to say they pulling everything down permanent. They did try to start up some other social site going through the apps, of course, where Apple stepped in and shut that down. And so they are very angry, they're upset. Okay? And so this is what is going on right now. Not so much that the Republican Party is somewhat feeling sorry for those people who lost their life. but the donations is going to stop. Who was it? The Marriott, hotel chain. They holding their donations. Blue Cross, Blue Shield, Lowe's, some of your tech companies. I mean, there's a slew of individuals, corporations, or you name them. They are not willing to donate any money to the Republican Party until they end that slogan, "Stop the Steal." If there's any rallies that are being given by the Republicans, any type of speeching, appearance, and they start that chant, "Stop the Steal," that is an indication those are treason. That is considered as treason. Okay, they're selling out their country. They're trying to kill the democracy for which the country, operates on. And if they're kicking against that, then the businesses they pull in the coattail of the Republican Party. So that's why they're backing up and try to halfway do things right. Or listen, it don't got anything to do with loving Joe Biden and Harris. It don't have anything to do with them. Don't have anything for the mission that we did anything wrong. Biden won the race. It's just the fact if they're going to lose their money, donations is going to stop. They want to wake up and do the right thing now. So that's where we're at on that. Okay. Now, what was that? I'm talking about the oath for the police officers. Well, like I said, we had one police officer that was fired. That's why we're in the process now, doing police reform. Terminating the police officer is a good start from whatever local police municipality that he worked at. But what is so frustrating with a police officer being fired, they can pick up their tools and they can move to the next precinct and they can become gainfully employed. And so this is something that is being discussed across the country. They're trying to start some type of national database, if you will, that when a police officer have been found to have broken all the standards of the police policy and procedures or what have you, they're loaded into that database. And it's more like a mainframe. Any police department in the country, if Tony Hollis come and want to become police officer for a particular city, well, they run a check on me. Okay, they vet me, run me through their computer database. If they run me through their computer database and my name come up and they say, yada, 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 that police officer that police department have to make a decision. Do we want to take on these damaged goods? It's just a good fit for our police department. Do we want to take that risk? Okay, and so those are some of the things that police departments is going to be looking at if that system, as I stated, national database, if it's created and enough of these officers continue to commit these unlawful acts, they will go into that database system. But right now, to answer your question, yes, they can be terminated, suspended, but if you ask me, it's nothing but a slap on the wrist. All right. Don't seem like there's nothing else for that question. Was that all of them that I had? Was there another one? Let me see. Was there another question? Okay, we got school teachers. We got the Democrat talk. Oh, this is the last one that we're talking about now. And so, but that's it. That's where we at, ladies and gentlemen. So, tell me. That's where we want to ask the question again. Should we demand of our officials and of our police department, of our school board, school superintendents, in light of what happened over at Valley View public school system, anybody that has taken an oath as a public servant, okay, or as a employment such as we was talking about the school teachers, should we somewhat have these people vetted now? Should we do that? Should we ask that? Should we know, first of all, anyone who made that trip to Washington, D.C.? We should know that. And so I hope, whether it's you, Osceola, whether it's you, Jonesboro, whether it's citizens that live here in Blytheville, Arkansas, please call your city council person and make a request of the financial expenditures, records that is, for the week of January the 4th through the 8th. I think that's probably around Friday, but you can use the whole week. What I did was January the 4th through the 8th. If there's any particular employee that you know that went to Washington, D.C. to participate in that racist mob demonstration, what we all look upon as domestic terrorism. If you know anyone that works as a public servant or works in the school system, any form of public servant, that it be citywide, local, state, or even on a national scale, please send your FOI, that's a Freedom of Information request, okay? Send that to the designated custodian and ask for the financial expenditure for that particular person. All right? That's what we need to do. So if you will do that, hopefully we can start letting these city officials know that they be politicians, or that they be employees. We can let them know that when they commit these insensitive, in some cases unlawful acts, that there is going to be some accountability. All right? So that's what we're at on that. Look like we went over, how much did we go over? Look like we went over about 7 minutes right now. That's what we're at now. I was trying to keep it at an hour. We're over 7 minutes. And so I'm getting ready to turn it down. I'm sorry that I didn't have you all to see the video of Richard, what's his name? Barnett. There was a video that I was wanting to show you all about him that he did with a newscast, and it make you sick. Some of the things that he said. That's another reason why I was running a little late. I couldn't find that video. Hopefully when I come back on, probably, I don't know if I'll be on this week, probably the next week. The only reason I'm on today is that I wanted to really speak to you all about some of the things that is taking place. All right. I'm going to run over here one more time and look at my screen to see if there's any questions that I might have missed. If there's no questions that I might have missed, then we're going to go ahead and shut this thing down. I do see many comments over here. I see those. See a whole lot of comments. And I want to thank Mrs. Hanlon. You really had a lot of questions tonight. Mrs. Woodson, Ms. Rump, and she had a question too. Ms. Woodson. But anyway, Ms. Gay, look like we got them all. Trust the police. Okay, we got that. Okay, we got that one. Look like we pretty much got them all, you all the questions. But the average was that the average Joe should be able to see what these people are doing exactly. You can just be a dummy and understand that what we are witnessing is taking place across this country, mainly coming from the president office. It should make you sick enough to where you really want to become involved and be that change. Okay? But that's my show, you all. I went 9 minutes over. Thank you all for sitting with me. And like I say, I may not be on. I wasn't supposed to come on today. But I want you all to really be very observant of your surroundings, serious about that. These people, they're crazy. They're crazy. And we need to look at them like that. And last but not least, if anyone asks you, why are they impeaching the president of the United States when he has only, days left to be in office? Well, I tell you, one word. I'm not going to give you all that, 2 or 3 paragraphs, 1 page explanation. Just one word: justice. That's why the president needs to be impeached. Justice. If the Constitution means anything, then every legislator will want to uphold the Constitution. And the way you do that, you execute justice when it's breached. Okay? Well, that's my show, you all, and I want to thank you all for coming on. I will be coming back on Sunday. If not, it'll be the next Sunday. I only broadcast on Sunday. This is a special broadcast. So until then, I want to say may God bless each and every one of you. Have a nice weekend, upcoming weekend. It's right around the corner. Just be safe. The pandemic is real, yet upon us. And if we can do that, then hopefully we can beat this thing. So again, until then, peace and love. God bless, and good night.